Yeah, good morning, fellow gamers. It is I once again, Shire the Risen. This is a Fortnite video, but not exactly showcasing my skills in Fortnite, which is far in between. But this is mostly about something that I saw on YouTube today. Well, basically, this is basically what I do in the morning. I get up, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, I walk outside who I need to walk outside. I get a little work did and I drink my coffee, and then if there's something, a video in particular I want to cover, if I need to do some type of research so I don't look like a total jackass on what I'm saying, then I'll either go back to Reddit to get the information I need, go on Bungie if I'm covering Destiny, or if there's something that particularly I know, but I'm lacking something, then what I do is I go to my my favorite content creators and see if they can basically legitimize my story, and then I'll go from there. And then I either stream or I try to make a video the best I can, which I'm not really a content creator because my channel's not that big, like, at all, like, so I don't even consider myself a YouTube creator. I just consider myself, somebody trying to get to that level. But that's on another story entirely. This is just basically about something that I seen on YouTube. Like I said, I go on YouTube to basically, legitimize whatever I'm gonna speak about, to give it, uh, a little, basically just to make sure that I'm not saying nothing that is a lie, or taken out of context, or just might not be true. It's more speculation than anything. But anyways, that's besides the point. Like I said, this is basically to address something that I seen on the No. At first, I thought it was IGN, but then I really paid attention, and it was the No. I just happened to click on the channel because I seen Ninja's name, and since I follow the guy, I just I thought, let me just listen to what they're talking about. And then plus, from what they from when you read the title of what it said, I was kind of a little confused because it's like, look, all in all, look, Ninja is probably the biggest content creator out there right now, and a lot of people are gunning for his head. They were gunning for his head when he was rapping on his stream, and he said the N word. To me, when people say the N word, I'm automatically thinking the one that ends with ER, but that wasn't the case. Dude said Nigga, which is the more familiar term. With, so it's more of an endearment when black people say it to each other. There's the way the hip hop culture is going now. A lot of people feel that they're able to use that word. Some people got what we call the black card, and in most situations, I got white friends that got the black card. There's some blacks that say no, a white or any other race outside of black can never get a black card, but you can. You don't necessarily have to grow up in the hood. You can just be cool with a few of us. Now, there's exceptions. You may not be able to use that word outside of certain environments, and some people might look at you weird. But for the most part, when you're with particular people and you decide to use that, to me, I don't see it as racial. To me, I actually see it as embracing the culture. It's like if somebody was learning Spanish, uh, a lot of times Hispanic people, will embrace you just off the fact that you're trying to learn their culture. And black people are not so much different than a lot of cultures. I mean, some are, whatever, and then others, that are more, acceptable of things. To me, uh, you got black friends, you hang out with black people, you can have all types of friends, but you got black friends that are, maybe might not be hood, but all into hip hop, dude. I don't take it personal what you say. It's just whatever. Some people, like, to me, I kind of find it a little bit infuriating when anybody outside of blacks get frustrated because somebody used the N word. It's like, it shouldn't make you uncomfortable because you're not saying it. You should really leave it to the people that are black to say whether they have a problem with it. This is, I just don't see why people continue to jump down Ninja's throat when it's a word, dude. Like, it's like, I don't, you might have some conscious blacks that take it different, but to me, I see no problem with it. I know whites that are just hood as hell, and they grew up around blacks, and that's just the way they talk, and it's just, as long as you ain't saying the ER at the end of it, like, who cares, it's like, We don't need social justice words to tell people what they can and can't say. But that's besides the point. This is has nothing to do with that. That's just one of the things I see they attack this guy's character from, and I'm kind of like, damn, it's like you get to a point at a certain plateau to where people they want your status, so they try to do whatever they can to knock you down. But what I wanted to address personally is the no. Like, I watch that channel, I like a lot of their content, but today when I seen what they put on their channel, it kind of I was a little kind of a little, how should I say, not frustrated, not upset, but I was kind of a little disappointed that they took the route of the SJW. Like, there's no reason why you should be trying to fight social injustice on the video game. It's like, look, dude, the whole thing started because I guess it was an interview with Ninja, and they asked him basically why he doesn't play with female, with female gamers, and his statement was basically that of, it just well, according to the no, it was basically they said it in not so many words, and basically a cop out. They figure that, well, whatever. This is basically what he said, that sometimes when you're playing with female gamers, there is a little flirtation that goes on, and he doesn't want that, he's a married man, and he doesn't want any like negative publicity as far as that. He got his wife, his queen, and he doesn't want no problems. He doesn't want nobody, taking a small comment and blowing it out of proportion, because everybody knows the way social media is now. Everything is blown out of proportion. The smallest thing, it's like I said, dude was rapping on, he's embracing hip hop, dude, but people immediately took to Twitter and different formats of social media attacking this particular man, because let's be honest, he's on top, and it's like, like anybody that's on top, you always got the people that want to knock you down. You got the people that want your crown, and it's just, I see it as pitiful, but to me, it's like, look, dude, the dude is embracing hip hop. He's rapping on channel. It's his theme. I mean, it's his channel. He should be able to say what he wants. He didn't say nothing racial. He didn't say nothing that could be considered offensive to the people that took it offensive that are not black. Like, I just don't understand. Like, you don't have to champion us. Like, you don't have to champion the black man. You don't have to champion the black woman. He didn't say nothing wrong. The dude was simply rapping, and that's what's in the rap. Like, if it, I don't understand why people took it offensive, and you're not black. Like, I just don't understand that. If blacks are not taking it offensive, why are you? But that's not what the video was made for. The video was just basically to touch on the fact that why the no feels like they need to fight the good fight. Like, why are you pushing social justice agendas? Like, you in your video, you're saying that he can do what he wants, but yet that undertone of sarcasm when you're speaking in a way to, it's like, oh, well, this was his chance to, basically uh, do what everybody else is not doing. Well, start, you make him out to where he has to be like some type of saint, like he is the man Jesus or something. So just because his preference is not to play with female gamers, because he has his reasons. You said it's not a cop out, but you had the undertone of sarcasm. If you go over the video, for anybody that hasn't seen it, just look at the video, and you'll see the sarcasm. It's just blatant sarcasm. The guy made it his choice not to play with female gamers, not because he actually that he's particularly against it, because I mean, he's married to a woman. Like, what is it? Nowadays, people cannot say nothing in this country without somebody getting offended. It's like, dude, you're getting offended at things that you shouldn't. Why are you trying to champion the woman? The woman is strong enough to champion herself. If he chooses not to play with a female gamer for his reasons, that's just the way it goes. But you're saying that he should use his platform in order to push an agenda that he's not trying to push. He doesn't need to champion the woman. It's like they're capable of championing themselves. It's like saying that they need us to cater to them. They don't. You know, if anything, they're the ones that give us life. So why should he have to use his platform in order to change something that, it's like, look, you got other gamers that are straight out. They don't play with women, and that's just the way they choose to do. Like everybody, it's like, okay, you can make the same argument. It's like somebody that's gay. They're gay, and if people don't like the fact that they're gay, that's just something that they have to deal with. It's just whatever. It's their life. They choose to live their life according to the way they want to live their life. Now, you're saying that basically that they would have to do something that they don't want to do because it's the way of the norm. If that was the way of the norm, then most society, a lot of people don't believe in homosexuality, but that's their agenda. And as long as they're not pushing on nobody else, it shouldn't matter. But you're not going to tell a gay person not to be gay because mainstream society really don't like it. I mean, they're going to do what they want to. So if the man decides that he doesn't want to play with a woman because he figures that it maybe some flirtation, maybe he don't trust himself, you don't know, some flirtation may go down and it might offend his wife or people blow it out of proportion. Like, it's his choice as a man, as a content creator, as somebody with a major platform. There's women that play games that are real famous. You got SS Wolf. You got other ones that just I don't need to mention because they're just they are who they are. They're not pushing that agenda. I know you got a lot of feminism, and you got all this coming into play as far as like entering the gaming atmosphere when it was never about that. Gaming has always been about gaming. Now people are taking their political ideas and their maybe whatever Republican, socialist, like whatever thoughts that you there's no need to put uh that into gaming. Nobody really cares about whether you're Republican, whether you're a liberal, whether you're whatever. You that has nothing to do with gaming at all. But people are trying to push these agendas in gaming and ruining it. You're ruining the whole experience. Like, a lot of kids don't need to be susceptible to people's political agendas. You don't need to slander the man or make outlandish, remarks. Basically, it's if you look at for anybody that hasn't seen this interview, which was today. There's two guys on there. Of course, you know one of them. There's no need to say his name. You watch the know, and basically they're mad. They're saying that they're not really worried about it, and that it's his prerogative, and but he could have used his platform to do this, and like it's not his. It's not on Ninja to fight social injustice. You know what I mean? I'm sure if somebody says something bad about a woman, him being a married man, he's probably gonna speak on it because that's the type of person he seems to be. He's a gamer. He doesn't have to speak on political nothing. Like, it's just that's not his platform. His platform is gaming. What made him famous is gaming. You know what I'm saying? But these I and I don't even know how to explain. I was so frustrated when I seen the video because I just like, man, why are they attacking this man over and over? Like, you build this man up and you're trying to knock him down because he chooses not to play with female gamers. There's a lot of female gamers that don't need him to stick up for them or need him to play with them. They're doing fine on the platforms that they're already on. Like, it's hard enough for a person to get to a certain plateau, and now that he's there, it's like, damn, like, people want him to do and go above and beyond. Like, it's like, it's one thing, charitable events and doing things for the kids. That's something that's actually valid. But for him to have to, stand up for the woman and like, nah, look at you got, excuse my language, you got assholes that will tell you straight out they're not playing with no women because they don't like it. Uh, I was watching a content creator talk about the fact that some guy didn't want to play a female character because he felt it was belittling, that it was feminizing uh man, that already, like, the everything that's going on in the world, that a lot of masculinity is being taken out. of the household and being replaced by feminist thoughts, and whatever. That, to me, that was just stupid. But uh that's his thoughts. As an American, as somebody that has a right to live his life according to the way. You can't push one agenda saying that people have a right to live their life the way they want to, but yet if he chooses not to participate in this, and he gave his reasons, just because the reasons didn't fit your agenda, now you're attacking the man. Why even make a video about this? Like, you're not a female. If the female hasn't went to you, well, like I said, you're not somebody. You're not fighting. You're not there to fight the good fight for the woman. They can fight for themselves. They've been doing it for years. uh so you don't need to be their champion. But because a man says that he doesn't want that he doesn't do it for certain reasons, you attack him. And then here's the thing, though. If you it, For anybody that's gonna watch the video, just notice it. They talk as if it's okay, that he has his thoughts and he can choose to do what he wants, but yet is that negative undertone. And it's not even it's blatant that you don't agree with the fact that he said what he said. You're basically saying that it was a cop out, but yet you say you agree that he can, choose to do what he wants, and that it's no real you have no real feeling towards it. But yet you continuously revisit the fact that he could have used his platform to change things and maybe show the kids that it is okay. The kids already know. It's At the end of the day, nobody is stupid. uh they're gonna know what's wrong and what's right. It's not on him to teach them anything. It's on their parents. And for you to assume that he should be some type of parent figure. It's like, and fight the SJW. Like, I say SJW because a lot of people, push social justice agendas in gaming and in life in general. Like, you literally can't walk across the street without somebody getting offended. Everybody got their camera out. Everything is offensive. Everything that another person do that's outside of your comfort zone is offensive. And it got to the point in America to where and I'm not, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to speak on political, nothing. I'm just merely speaking on the fact that people constantly tear people down, and why the no wants to try to dig into Ninja when all he's doing is his job. His job is to provide for his wife and be the best gamer he can be, because that helps out his channel. His job is not to champion the woman. It's not to champion the gay community. It's not to champion the black community. It's not to champion nothing. If he sees something that's outright blatantly wrong, like maybe somebody disrespects a woman, or or disrespects the gay community or something. Yeah, if they're in his chat and they're being disrespectful towards a particular group, yeah, he can speak up. That's when it's on him to champion them. But to be all out, right, like, oh well, he needs to do that. No, he doesn't. Like, it's not his job to be a SJW, or the social justice word, to fight the good fight for mankind. That's not him. That's not what his job descriptions are. He was not. That's not what his channel was made off of. There's a lot of channels on YouTube that do this, and leave that to them, and leave gaming to gaming. Let Ninja do what Ninja does, and that's kill shit on Fortnite. And and that's him. Like, and just a lot of kids aspire to be on his level. Let him be that type of role model, that type of motivator. That let kids see that he made it to a certain plateau, and maybe one day they can get there. Don't let it always be some negative outside influence that's giving these kids that type of hope. Let him do him, and stop attacking the man. Like, I get tired of just hearing people attack people for no reason. Like, let him do him. Let Ninja be a gaming. a gamer. Let him do the best gaming because that's what his channel was made. And hopefully nobody takes this offensive. But if you do, then you're probably one of those social justice warriors that feel like everybody has to fight the good fight. You know, it's like, and be offended if you get offended by the N word, let it be because you're black and you felt like it was disrespectful. Don't be another race and get mad at it. It's just it's not within your right to speak on it personally, you know, unless you're biracial or whatever. It's not your right to speak on it. Let black people be mad at it if they're gonna be mad. I'm not. And that's basically it on this video. Hopefully, you like my content. Sorry if this was more political and just addressing an issue. It just yeah, people should be more mindful of what they say in their videos and don't be so condescending when you're dealing with people uh, that are on certain you know, to just let the guy do him, you know. And this is no you know, fighting the good fight for Ninja. This is just he a good guy doing what he does for a lot of people. And you know, let him, you know, don't attack these guys that are trying to do good in life, you know. Be on the guys that's trying to be negative, you know, or some of these trolls or whatever. And anyways, on that note, my name is Sire the Risen. Hopefully this video wasn't too long and hopefully people understand where I'm coming from. And just leave the guy alone, man. You know, it's just like, damn, you know, people got enough problems. And anyway, like I said, I'll be streaming later on. My name is Sire the Risen. You enjoy. Late.